Hey, good morning, folks. $9.25, November 22nd. Looking at a possible entry in VRX here. 16.15 or so is kind of my trigger area. Watching oil at a significant resistance area. Watching Natty, but I am not the expert. Watching grow over 382, preferably over $4. VRX, not really interested in, but it's up 23%, trading 595. CLNT, Madhouse time of the year. AOI, of course you guys know the story, waiting for it to get into its gap. SPPI still holding. AMBA cut 50% yesterday, looking at possibly cutting the rest. HMNY cut yesterday for profit, looking for it to get going. But VRX is my main watch here. Looking for a short-term target of about 1820-ish. If I can scale into this one, I'll scale heavy. XBT USD near highs, bought on the dips last night, and trimming a little bit at the tops here, but I expect the next 4 days to be super interesting in there. I'd like to double accounts over the 4 days. That's my goal. And that's about it. We're got open here right away. I got to watch VRX really close because this is this is a good 10 to 15, 20% play if it works out here. Okay, we're going to open any minute, couple minutes. I'm just going to grab my coffee. I've said it a million times. I'm a duck hunter trader, and the ducks are coming between now and Christmas, so things will get a little more serious. Bitcoin this weekend I expect to be really, really good. VRX, I want this one. Could use this. And you know the different things that are on the go here. Oil, it's gonna be one hell of a short. We can get in short, boy. It's not there yet, but it's getting there. Might go one more leg, but it's near resistance, so we'll find out soon. What else is going on here? EIA at 10:30, so we'll take a look at that. And again, I like to make small gains, compound, ebb and flow type of a trader. 100 to 400% a year, that's my goal. But when the ducks start flying and I start shooting, it tends to happen fast. So, talking specifically about Bitcoin and a short on oil. There's going to be other good trades between now and Christmas. I guess I'm referring to these momos that happen first thing in the morning. Not super interested in them right now because there's so much other stuff setting up. But I don't like the risk. I'd rather win without the risk. Limit the risk. going to start with 1/20th sizing and VRX when it gets up over here. So I'm long VRX 1/20th size. HMNY alarm went off. Or 1632 is the next level. Added 1/20th. Added a little early there, but next level up here is 1666. And then you'll find some Serious resistance at 1695. As long as I've done these levels right. Could have done them on the fly here. I added another 1/20th here. So 3/20ths at this point. So over 17 is where I'll hammer really heavy. I might take one more 1/20th here in around 1651. Probably gonna get a retracement though. So I'm gonna look at my retracement here real quick. So our retracement's gonna be likely 1635. 1635. 1695 is in play. So anything over 1635, 1695 is in play, and then the upper target later. So this is kind of its pivot area right here, 1635. If that doesn't hold right now, it's going to retrace somewhere around 1615, and possibly go again. So we'll see how it acts here. But as long as it's up over my original entry, it's all in play totally. Of course it fails, you don't want to hold because there's no reason to. You can always re-enter later. This is kind of an important area, 1635. I'll probably, if it gets up over 1635, I'll probably hit it one more time here. It's probably the way to do it. But that's going to be its test here at the open anyway. And 1695 is kind of its next area over 1635. Misexecutes. My executions there was a little off. I did execute on that 1636. So now we just have to that it holds 1635. I'm in 4/20ths, so 2/10ths at this point. I'm going to clear the rest of my AMBA here. I'm going to free up some cash anyway in these accounts. So AMBA closed at 57.73. This isn't quite getting the pop that I wanted, so the retracement might come back to 1621. Somewhere in here it's going to retrace to, and then that'll be the test, and 1667 will be in play, trace a bit, and then 1695, and then the target of 1818 over the next number of days. I have a wide target here of 23 by is that right? 23 by November 30th. That doesn't sound right. I'll have to recheck that. If there's something wrong here. Maybe that's what it is. I doubt it'll get there. I think the 1818 by the 30th is possible. We'll see how it plays out here. Coming up to a test here at 1649. 1649 can cause retracement. I'd bring it back to about 1626. Yeah, 1818 looks like the target for the 30th. As long as it proves out here today. So here's your test at 1649. that's nice to see. So flowing through there, 1667 is your next test. At this point, your retracement is at about 1630. I'd probably hold that 1635 on a retracement. Once we get to 1667, for sure your 1635 is your retracement. 1695 is your big target for, intraday. If it's anywhere near 1695, I'd loosen up a little bit. But I'm going to add on the retracement. I'm going to wait for it to come back. I'm thinking it'll come off in the next 20 minutes or so. And then I'm not too sure if I'll add now or I'll add probably pre-market tomorrow or end of day today or lunch hour today. Somewhere wherever's weakest. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Kind of a funky week. Okay, so here comes your test at 1667. This would be a fairly considerable test. I'd expect your pullback to 1632 to 1635. In fact, what I'll probably do is trim a third at 1667. I didn't catch it. There it comes. It's too bad I missed it. Didn't quite get there. 1663. MDGS doesn't surprise me. At all. That's the one I called the other day that would run. The last of the micros, and it's holiday, right? So, or is it dumping right now? Anyway, it was the last of the micros that had to run. Oil's coming off right above Epic's target for 1030. Surprise, surprise. Like literally hovering right above it. There goes MDGS. So I'm going to try and watch VRX on another monitor here. So here's VRX's pullback, by the way. Trading 1636. Okay, MDGS, very careful. $3. VRX trading 16.31, 33, 36. So anyway, MDGS, this one's risky. But you know what? If it gets up over that $3, I'll take, just for fun, I'll take some small entries. Just to say I did. So here's that retracement. Didn't quite get to that 1667 extension, so that kind of bugs me. Here, I might get there now. So I trimmed a third up there. $16.57. Wow, some of these tweets, I don't know where I put them. There's so many different alert feeds and stuff. Oh well. You see random tweets on the wrong feeds, you know why. deal, I guess, at 3 or that 618, 1663. And they'll come back at it later today, maybe. So what you do here with it is you bring it down on the 5, and you get your 200 MA in play here. Good Lord. It's always going to return to the 200 MA on the 5. But, I mean, it can be that the 200 MA on the 5 catches up to it too, right? So, it's just a VWAP right now. So anyway, there's a good chance that for the morning session, that's all we're going to get. But that's a good start. So then it just becomes a matter of, as long as it holds 1574, I have that right. Something's happened to the model here. Where is it? Yeah, 1574. So it's really just picking the spots to add in at 15, above 1574 for an 1820 target. So here's MDGS. So this is hard to resist. Probably going to squeeze a little daylights out of this thing. It's only up 30%. It is a game on musical chairs, so be very careful. So yeah, VRX just becomes now a matter of picking your entries, your ads. Damn, a bird just hit the window right beside me, scared the daylights out of me. VRX is a matter of picking your ads between 1574 and its target of 18-ish, and your main intraday resistance is going to be at 1695, and there's a pivot, sort of a support in the 1635 area. So 1695 is your intraday resistance. 1635 is kind of an intraday support, but your primary support that you want to watch is the 1574. Anything over 1574, it's in play. You know, with 1635, it's really in play, and 1695 is your resistance intraday, and then a target of 1818. And I'll just confirm that target date. Just to make sure I wasn't reading that wrong. So that's on about the 30th of November. Now, if this thing turns around and it goes the other way on you, its target is 1327 on the same day. So you got to be careful. If it goes bad, it'll go bad to 1327-ish, 1330-ish. So you don't want to let it go anywhere. So you want to keep it on a fairly tight leash. And this quad wall here, be aware that the chances of it getting through that quad wall are very, very slim. Like 1 in 20, 1 in 30 at best. So, you know, if it does between now and the target date spike up to the quad wall, that's significant resistance. That's the heaviest resistance you'll find on the chart. And that's the trading plan on VRX. Now keep in mind, for some reason on my 60-minute chart, I'm getting a different date. I'm getting December 19th, so I don't know what I've done. So that's really important. So I'm going to target date of December 19th on the 60-minute chart on the original chart. So I don't know what the hell I've done here. So that's really important to keep in mind. I've done something. Something's happened with the charting. I'll have to figure that out later. That's odd. Anyway, I'll date, but the target numbers are right. But don't let it get away on you to the downside, because that 1330 is your opposite target. There's always two targets. One uptrend, one downtrend. Machines just take it to the up or down. They don't care based on the humans trading. And I haven't even looked around the market. I apologize, because this is a fairly big play for me, size-wise. Okay, so caution as it gets up into this area here on the intraday resistance. But this is nice action for 10.05. This is solid action. And a lot of people say, well, big deal, it's 3.32%. Yeah, but when you're scaling big and you can do this every day for, 30, 60 days, that compounding happens fast. Be nice to hold this 1630, 1635 area. So once this settles down here, I'll go look around the market. Wow, I'm surprised. I don't think the float, this is a micro float MDGS. I'm surprised they didn't get it up over that 200. If not today, probably Friday. This is good solid action. See how smooth this trades? Lots of liquidity, really smooth, really technical. You get on the wrong side of it though, and it can move fast on you, so you have to be careful not to let it away. That's one of those things, you know. It's just the nature of it. Because the machines will take it to a downside target very quick. This is good action. This is holding up well. It's 10:08. Definitely a good start. You know, Corey, I apologize. Those dates, I think the 30th is wrong. I think it was the original date, but I can't get the dates right now. I will in a bit here. But anyway, that's the target numbers. That's pretty positive there for 10:13 in the morning. It's moving through its levels pretty nice. Got it. Maybe over the holiday I'll get this one. If it loses that 1635, I'll probably just cut and then re-enter. Get soft on me. Well, I guess it's not really 1635, it's 1632. If it loses that area, I'll cut and wait for it to get back over that 1632 to 35 for its next run. So basically that's my intraday decision. If it holds the 1632.35, I'll hopefully get an add, like hopefully it retraces to it and it bounces and I get an add up into 1695. That would be kind of ideal. But soon here I'll just set alarms on it and go take a look around the market. So MDGS was halted at one point, RGN was halted, ELTK was halted. Man, that upside target would be nice. There's an upside target at 23.15 possible for December 19th. It's very possible. So EIA is coming up here in 12 minutes. I should beam us into the oil room for that. Bitcoin's holding up well. AAOI flat. SPPI is off. Bugger. AMBA, I sold in that pop, by the way. HMNY off a little bit. I'm not holding anymore. I got out yesterday, but I want to re-enter. Grow. Under its resistance there, but I'm definitely interested in it over resistance. Set an alarm on this one. MDGS. Is that a recent alarm that went off? No. 10 o'clock. So grow, I got an alarm at $4. VRX. Kind of what I thought would happen. CLNT. Danger zone. VRX. We're still doing well. Careful up in 1667. Trim up just a little bit up here in 1667. It goes. So SPPI, yeah, it's being a dog. Let's do that. I'm going to set an alarm here. Just can't seem to get out of this one. AAOI off a little bit. 1660 on VRX. It's not bad for 10:20 in the morning, up 3.75%. So it's active. Wow, MDGS. That's funny. Yeah, this is nice action on VRX. So I'm gonna get into the oil room here. At the same time, I wouldn't mind just trimming up a tiny little bit, a little Christmas tree trimming here on VRX. Probably shouldn't be greedy. I'm looking for it to touch 1666 for a little trim of the tree. You get cocky when you get to know an instrument well. VRX is one of the best equities for compounding gains. Just trimming a little bit here, trimming the tree a tad. 1661. Okay, I'm going to beam this into the oil room. Any amount of VRX that I hold now, I'll probably just hold even if it lost the 1635 because I've been kind of trimming up in here. So as long as it doesn't lose 1574, I don't know. Would I trim if it lost 1635 and re-enter? I probably would actually. If it loses 1635, I'll re-enter. So, or 1632, I think it was. So let me just set an alarm here. Because of the nature of what I normally trade, I don't use stops typically because I'm not trading stuff that's gonna do what MDGS just did. You know, MDGS for sure I'd use a stop. But in a scenario like this, I'll use alarms, you know, with this or like Bitcoin or oil or whatever, because yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at Bitcoin quick. Bitcoin's been hovering around this decision area, added overnight in the downdrafts last couple nights. It's been pretty positive. So it's coiling now. And I'm hoping we get the opportunity to go to the next level. Okay, so 4 minutes to EIA. Price is hovering right over Apex's target for today. You know, on the right kind of a scenario, this big short in oil could start today, but my gut tells me we're going up one more leg. And that next leg I'd have to guess, but I think it's in the 59.50 area. I'd have to look at the chart, but I'm pretty sure it'd be in the 59.50, something like that. And then I think it's down from there. Oh, VRX is holding. So really, this is a 10:30 target, not a 12 o'clock target. The trading view, it moves on us. Let's reset this quick here. Oops. Darken it up a little bit. Yesterday's was 16:30. There. Another minute and a half or something. Here it comes. And for the target. Might not get in there today. I was going to short oil earlier today too in pre-market. I should have, could have, would have. Just touched the top of the target. I probably won't get in there today. Yeah, that's close enough. Tradable. Missed it by 10 cents, 11 cents. I might get in there yet, who knows. How are we doing on VRX? 1658. That's not bad for 10:30 in the morning. So it's pretty bullish. 1660. Air oil comes into the target now. So close. So close. So close to the target. There we go. Guess I shouldn't doubt Epic. Well, that's been it. Let's see how we're doing elsewhere. It's getting kind of boring when Epic hits targets. VRX is strong. Nice trade. Okay, well, I'm going to run some scans. And I'll be back in a couple